Hi, everybody.
Welcome to Rain or Shine
Story time. What are we doing out here in the woods? We're in the woods. We're in the forest.
We're having a tea party.
We are having a tea party. Here's some teacups. Oh, would you like a sip of tea?
Yeah.
And guess what book we're going to read today?
Yeah, tea party in the woods. Tea party in the woods.
We're going to read the story, A Tea Party in the Woods.
A tea party in the woods.
Yeah. All right. We are inside of a fort that somebody made. You see that? There's lots of forts around. All right. Should we start the story?
Yes.
The Tea Party in the Woods by Akiko, Miyakoshi. That morning, Kikko had awoken to a winter wonderland. It had snowed all night. Now her father was off to Grandma's house to help clear the walk. "Is this the pie for Grandma?" Kikko asked her mother, spotting the box near the door. "Oh dear," her mother said, "your father forgot it." "I can still catch up to him," said Kikko. "All right, but hurry." Grandma's house was on the other side of the woods. Kikko set out, following her father's tracks in the fresh snow. The woods were very still and so quiet. Kikko's footsteps were the only sound. After a while, Kikko spied a figure up ahead in a long coat and hat. "Papa!" she called as she ran to catch up. She struggled in the deep snow and fell. The pie box was crushed. Kikko felt like crying, but her father was almost out of sight, so she picked up the box and hurried after him. Kikko followed her father all the way to a strange house. Has it always been here? Kikko wondered. She couldn't remember having seen it before. She watched as her father went inside. Curious, Kikko peered through the window. She watched as he took off his long coat and hat. But he wasn't her father at all. Kikko had been following a great big bear. "Are you here for the tea party?" asked a kind voice. Kikko turned to see a little lamb standing nearby. "This way," said the lamb, gently taking Kikko's hand and leading her inside. Kikko couldn't believe her eyes. And what did the other animals say when they saw her? "Welcome!" they cheered. A small rabbit led Kikko to her seat. "You must be cold," said a boar. "Please come in and warm yourself." "We're just about to serve the tea," said the rabbit. "You're just in time." Once everyone was seated, a doe stood and began to speak. "Thank you all for coming. On this cold winter's day, we have a special guest with us. What is your name, my dear?" Kikko's heart raced. She gathered up all her courage and said, "My name is Kikko. I was bringing a pie to Grandma. All the animals began to speak excitedly. Oh, that's so brave of you, going all by yourself. Your grandma will be so pleased. Please have something to eat. Everyone wanted to talk to the special guest. Kikko began to feel a bit braver. Over the noise, one of the rabbits spoke up. Is this the pie for your grandmother? Kikko looked down at the crushed box. Yes, but I fell, and now it's ruined. The animals glanced at one another. If it's a pie you need, we have plenty to share. Slice by slice, they assembled a new pie on a pretty plate. Each piece had a different filling of nuts and seeds and fruit and other delicious things gathered from the woods. That looks delicious. The dough carefully placed the plate into a new box and tied it with a red ribbon. How nice, said Kikko. She was so excited that she wanted to take the pie to Grandma at once. We'll come too, said the animals. Look, they all have musical instruments. There they go. The woods were filled with joyful sounds as everyone paraded to Grandma's house, singing and laughing and playing music as they went. This way, the animals called. Kikko held the pie box tightly and walked on. There's Kikko, and look, they're playing the drums and all different kinds of musical instruments. They're having a little musical parade. At last they reached Grandma's house. Go on, the animals encouraged Kikko. Kikko knocked on the door and called, Grandma, I've brought you a pie. Grandma and Kikko's father appeared at the door, surprised. Kikko handed them the box. My dear, did you come all this way on your own? Asked Grandma, stepping inside. Kikko looked around, but the animals were nowhere to be seen. You're never alone in the woods, Kikko answered, smiling. She was sure her new friends were listening. Oh, her grandma's looking inside of the box. What did her grandma see in the box? All these different slices of pie. She looks so happy. Thank you for joining us, everyone, for having a tea party in the woods. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.